Welcome to Weld County, the fastest growing county in the state of Colorado. What do you think you know about Weld? Let's ask the experts and see if you're right.
I'm fourth generation, so my family's been out here since 1913.
The farms were fertile, and irrigation water on our high desert is imperative to grow good vegetables.
So when I came back to the family farm, I became the third generation of farmers in my family, and we've been here since 1952. The funniest thing that I hear about people who don't live in Weld County is that we smell.
Well, you hear about the myth about Weld County being kind of a cow town with cattle, but it's a pretty diverse economy. Sure, it revolves around agriculture and oil and gas, but there's a lot of other industry that goes on to support that, as well as to support, all the folks in the Front Range.
I'm a family farmer, and farming is best done in those rural areas, and that's why I chose Weld County.
Well, there's a sense of community out here. We know most of our neighbors, and we lean on each other and help each other out, and when we need to.
Agriculture and the energy sector are the backbone of our economy, and the two go hand in hand. Take, for instance, in my community, those who aren't farmers are typically employed by the oil and gas sector.
It goes beyond the dollars too, because there's so many families that maybe don't produce ag products. Their livelihood is actually dependent upon those products that come off of the Colorado farms.
Agriculture and energy are definitely the tax base for school districts, for roads and bridges, and they're the hub or the base of our economy. There's no question in Colorado.
Just imagine the emissions that we're saving by growing our food just a few miles away from our consumers.
Agriculture is not the source of our challenges here in the state with pollution. In fact, I would tell you that agriculture is part of the solution. We sequester a lot of carbon, our emissions in this state are low, and through the management practices that we implement on our family farm and farms like that, we've been able to keep a lot of the dust emissions down as well. Agriculture is not the problem, it's the solution.
We've already got enough restrictions on the businesses we do out here, so we don't need any more restrictions on oil and gas or farming. If you drive those industries out of the state, we're not going to have the economy that we've grown accustomed to at all.
We have to get to a more sensible approach, one that doesn't look at regulation as the first answer, but looks at rules and regulations as the last answer. Innovation has to drive our future, not rules and regs.
There's no question we're in a spot of regulating ourselves out of prosperity. I don't really know how folks understand where they're going to get their energy if we stop production. As the same for food, if we regulate that out of the state, it's just not going to be good.
We're not the problem, we're part of the solution. We know deep down inside that we're doing the right thing, and we're doing society a good thing, and we're producing food that there's a lot of pride in it. And I think most ag producers not only utilize their means of growing or producing food, it's a livelihood, but it's also a habit and a means of helping the surrounding society.
We are actually the leaders in taking care of our environment, and I would tell you, when you knock the dirt and dust off of any oil and gas worker, or any farmer for that matter, you're going to find the greenest individual in our economy.
Now you know what makes Weld County special and what sets us apart. Come see for yourself. Don't make decisions for us. Make them with us.